I paid a $1 million for this car. Should not run out of gas.
Shouldn't it come with gas?
I don't get it, bro. Like, this car should not run out of gas.
This car should.
It shouldn't run out of gas because you paid $1 million for it? So you telling me you had enough money to pay $1 million for the car, but not fill up the tank? Like for real, y'all is just the crew ever. Up squad, what's popping? Is you ready for another reaction video? All right, so peep it up. Next, we got no other than the Bill. Go check out his channel. Yes, we reacting to this one. So we got Drake up to his whole shenanigans, man.
Are we surprised?
Still burning people, not paying people. And then he got his top little goon, top 5 with him. He's in the shenanigans with him. This one is titled, Drake's Goons Accused of Suspicious Activity in Dubai.
Oh, heck.
Man, they going global with it. They going global with it. You guys don't know who top 5 is, man. He a little dude with a big ego. Got a big ego, man.
I was going to say, you better say the word.
He really, he thinks he's like, gangster number 1. Okay. That's how he walk around. Like he untouchable, man.
Oh, yeah.
So that being said, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up, slap that red button. Let's see what they talking about over here.
Let's go, because I heard some crazy ish about Dubai.
Yeah, man.
Let's see what kind of
things be getting crazy in Dubai, man. Drake, man, yo, come on, man. You paid right now.
If it ain't him, it's his people, man.
Yeah, something always going on with Drake, man. He cannot stay out of the limelight, man. You cannot stay away from the shenanigans. For real, from this negative press, man, it's getting you, bro. It's getting you. Yep. I mean, I'm going to be real with you. At this point, it's like, you're going to take it to a level where there's no coming back. And I think you've already, kind of surpassed that. You already got 1 foot over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With this soft-ass lawsuit that you're doing, you know what I'm saying? This whole deposition you're doing,
Yeah.
And he keeps amending it and adding to it. It's just crazy, bro.
Oh, I'm still tripping about the whole smile thing.
You're being extra sensitive over a smile, bro. Over somebody laughing, man.
Drake.
Let's just get right into it, man.
Now, if you don't know who Julian is an individual who had claimed to have paid Drake to do some type of collab with him. Now, he's claimed to have paid Drake about $2 million, somewhere around there.
Damn.
And claimed that he got scammed. He said that Drake never really collabed with him. And he said that Drake's goons, Drake's henchmen that you see him around with all the time, that they scammed him also. Now, shout out Certified Boogeyman on X. He had made a post previously in regards to this that sparked the whole conversation and has other posts in regards to this. So shout out Certified Boogeyman. I recommend you go check him out on Twitter. Go follow him and all that. Show him some love. Shout out Certified Boogeyman. So he had posted this photo, and you can see here, this is Drake's henchman. This is Drake's goon. And this is Julian. Julian is where...
Bro.
Shut up.
Nah.
Cállate.
Nah.
Yes, because I already know what you about to clown on.
You already know. How you get impressed by a dude in some nurse's shoes, bro?
Oh my gosh. Shut up.
Looking like a leprechaun with all that green on. Man, come on, you better stop it, man. I'm being serious, man.
Wearing the beige clothing. At one point, Julian was cool with Drake. Obviously, he gave him money. He thought they were going to collab. And at one point, he gave Drake's henchmen some money. And at one point in time, they were all cool. You could see them hanging out. You could see them having a good time. It wasn't until Drake had ripped Julian off.
Drake scammed me. Drake scammed me. Champagne Poppy scammed the 20-year-old.
Wait, I thought, so I knew Drake sent you a voice note, like calming you down. You was on the edge.
Oh,
hold on, slow down. You pay.
Yo. Your boy just had a cigarette, put out another one. Yo, he off for something, man. Yo, he looked like, I'm gonna be serious, bro.
Well, I thought what was in his hand was a straw.
It probably is. He probably lighted it. He extra, like he rocking back and forth. I ain't gonna lie, man.
I know those kind of actions.
It looked like he found Rick James plug. You know what I'm saying? It looked like, yo, for real, man, he off that raw. He off for something. He do not seem right. I mean, but let's keep going before I prejudge. Yes. But you already have a cigarette. You putting one out. Or like you said, it might be something rolled up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Paid $50,000 to get on live stream with who?
Top 5 and Antonio Brown for 1 hour. And I think my 20 racks back. I think top
Now
like
another
30.
one.
And I think my industry guy was probably scamming me, so he kept some bread, whatever the fuck. Top went on live for like an hour. He told Drake to watch the live. Drake was watching it. I have some screenshots of Drake saying, okay, I need $2 million from this kid, and in 90 days, I'm going to give it back to him double. That was the deal. So I give him $2 million, and then in 90 days, he gives it back to me double. He does all this shit. He's going to, for one, he's going to follow me, which I'm not paying $2 million for no
Wait, slow down one second.
Right.
Slow down, bro. You got to chill and take a breather.
Was this speeded up?
That's what I was just about to ask you. Did they speed this up? Because dude is talking real fast.
I feel like
But he do seem like he know what he's talking about. If you slow down, it seems like you might know what you're talking about. But damn, this is, either he like, he ain't got his Ritalin or something, man, because he really, really, really off the wall. But usually when you smoke a lot like that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You off the stimulants.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Drake told you give him $2 million and he gonna flip it for you? Come on, bro.
Yes, like I have screenshots of that. I have screenshots of Drake on his real phone. Basically hacked Top's Telegram. I gave him a Richard Mille, my Bubba Watson factory set with the diamonds, and so I gave it to him under the impression that once all these Drake promises were fulfilled, that he was going to be able to keep the Richard Mille.
So as you could see, he had said that he was supposed to collab with Drake, I guess give him money. He gambles with it on stake and then flips it, gives it back. He thought it would be a good idea so that way he could befriend Drake, collab with him, probably do something with him. And it never happened. He tried to create a relationship with Drake's henchman, with Drake's goon, and it just didn't really work out that way. I guess
all prayers go out to you. You know, if you are on substances, I know how hard it is. You know what I mean? Like when you in that dark place. But what I can say is that's like somebody giving you $2 million and you doing the right thing with it. Drake got a gambling addiction.
Yeah, he do.
He got a really bad gambling addiction. Mm-hmm. Like anybody with an addiction, you can't hand them money.
No, sir.
They ain't gonna do the right thing with it.
Mm-mm.
So that's where you messed up right there. You just weren't, like I said, you probably weren't in your right frame of mind. You just handed over $2 million to a serial gambler. Like that's what he does, man. That's his addiction.
I know like a lot of people would think you can trust celebrities, especially like, top celebrities such as Drake.
Just because they got money? Nah, man.
Nah.
They rather spend your money. Listen, this is one thing about the rich. This is how the rich stay rich. They do not spend their own money. They spend other people's money.
Yes.
That's how they buy everything. They spend other people's money. They get investors and everything else. They do not touch their own money.
Yep.
That's how you stay rich.
Yep.
Drake collab with him, probably do something with him. And it never happened. He tried to create a relationship with Drake's henchman, with Drake's goon, and it just didn't really work out that way. I guess they ended up having a falling out because he never followed through with the deal that he had promised Julian. And that's when Julian started becoming unhinged.
That's a 20-year-old. You hear it?
Yeah.
For trying to do this with you. If anybody knows how to get
chewing
paid,
on that cigarette.
very transparent to you. You look like you're absolutely 100% out of your mind. You look very irrational. You look like you've been there for 20 days. Nobody's trying to fucking give you a part of their company and do business with you. They're trying to jam you for bread. So that's why I keep telling you, I'm like, I feel like whatever, the top situation worked out, but it's for $550 and crypto. Who gives a fuck? Like, that's something we could get back. I'm trying to tell you, slow down. Stop posting so much. If you genuinely want to make money, I have plays for you. I can only involve you in if you stop acting like you're on crack cocaine, bro. You're tweaked the fuck. Like, I'm just letting you know, just genuinely speaking to you. I don't know you. I don't owe you this conversation. I haven't even really sent you no voice notes because I don't send voice notes like that. I don't want to be. I'm sending you just because you need to hear my voice, bro. You're tweaking. And the sad truth is, this is all your money. His efforts to manipulate you to continue into this scam. I'm trying to make all these crazy moves with these crazy people. You have a direct line to me. If you want to make money for real, I'm just reading a message. If you want to make money, just get your money back.
So as you can see, Julian has pictures, he has voice notes, he has relationships with Drake and his henchmen and his goons. We know which ones we're talking about. He built this relationship with them. He's hung out with Drake's goons, messaged Drake personally. Drake messaged him back with voice notes talking about the situation that Julian is upset about. The money, giving the money, Drake using it for stake, Drake using it, and he was supposed to go live with Julian. He was supposed to entertain this kid. however way he saw fit because he gave him money. And things go from calm to completely worse because after Julian shows the voice memo of Drake, after Julian shows the messages between him, Drake, and Drake's goons, one of Drake's goons, and we all know who that is, he joins this live and Julian becomes completely unhinged. Because like I said, and like Certified Boogeyman had posted, Julian at this point becomes very unhinged. He got ripped off millions of dollars. He's upset. In the last video, he was trying to explain the situation to academics because he was saying stuff like this on live.
Even Drake is scared to get a little RICO today. When I fuck the Russian government, I call the U.S. Embassy and play him all these fucking voice notes that top send me about shooting up the fucking weekends manager's house.
Is that what I think it is?
So Julian is obviously saying a lot of things. Now, remind you, he's hung out with Drake's henchmen.
It looks like butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, a buttering utensil. I mean, or he's using it to chop up his stuff. I mean, a dude like this that's like real fidgety like this is gonna be impatient. I don't know what the margin is like between like, you know, how long it's been since he gave him the money. I don't know if he gave him the money and just expected stuff right away. Because I mean, it's kind of confusing. There's a little bit of ambiguity here because at the end of the day, it's what they're saying is that he invested the $2 million, but then they're saying he gave him the $2 million to do streaming.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm a little confused. If anybody knows more about it in a detail, put it in the comments because that's why I got a little confused.
Or maybe that was what, because he said something about giving a watch to top 5.
Yeah, that's what he gave to him. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So top 5 didn't come through. It looked like they were streaming though, but it did look like they were streaming.
Yeah, like that.
Have you seen it was hanging out? They were streaming.
Yeah. Well, that, yeah.
So I mean, where'd they get that clip from? Because that was top 5.
Maybe it was supposed to be more.
Yeah, maybe he didn't fulfill like, you know, the agreement. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I know that like
it's
dealing with somebody that's, you know,
like him, like
in this condition, I know I just be like, yo, keep your money, bro. Because I mean, he just don't seem right. Whether it's he's like, you know, like that because of, you know, chemical reasons, or he's like that because, you know, it's something that he can't help. It's a condition he has. But I don't know, man. He just seemed like he's somebody that, you know, would be very difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
You know? But hey, I don't know. I mean, that doesn't mean it's not true. Doesn't mean it's not true. Yeah. You know? Let's just see what happens.
If I call the U.S. Embassy and play him all these fucking voice notes that top send me about shooting up the fucking weekends manager's house and hitting the security guard.
So Julian is obviously saying a lot of things. Now, remind you, he's hung out with Drake's henchmen. He's hung out with Drake's people. So the things that Julian is saying, he's implying because he hung out with Drake's people. So when he says stuff like this, it seems like he's talking from a place of knowledge. Seems like he's talking about something that he's aware of that they had told him in secret. But since they're all having a falling out over this money, Julian is becoming unhinged and saying all these things publicly on clips like this, as well as the live stream with academics. The only thing is that when he was doing the live with academics, eventually Top 5 joins the live stream and starts talking to Julian. Drake's goon joins the live stream and they start going at it with each other because obviously they're upset about money. They're upset at each other.
Bundog owes me a favor. Bundog owes me a favor. It's been overdue. He owes me a favor.
I'm on the 25th floor.
Bundog owes me a favor, Mayu.
Hold up. I just dropped
There's 2 niggas I need doing Kendrick. Bundog owes me a big favor.
What?
And I'm not talking about...
do it. Like, every time I see Bundog, he's sitting there like, bro, let's just make this right into business.
I mean, I just don't understand. Like, it seems like this kid, I don't know if he was given this money, if this money was passed down to him, if it was inherited, or he made it on his own, because I really don't know who Julian is.
Yeah.
You know, but if you were smart enough to make that money, why would you be like that oblivious to the fact that, yo, you could potentially get ripped off? You know, I just don't. It's really confusing. Like, what is really going on here?
My thing is too is like, how in the hell is Top 5 like getting away with the things that he's saying? He literally just threatened K-Dot's life and his.
Well, Top 5 don't got much time. He beat that case. You know what I'm saying? He beat it. You know what I'm saying? He beat a charge, and he got out. So right now he feels like he's the Teflon Don.
Stupid. And
some Lon Johns and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really think he that. He think he that guy. He feel like he untouchable right now.
I get it, I guess.
Yeah, he got a lot of talk, man.
One dog's gonna kill you. Go down for first.
So, like I said, Julian tried to explain himself. He becomes unhinged when Top 5 joins the live. Top 5 and him start going at it. They start arguing. They start getting loud with each other. Top 5 starts saying stuff to Julian. Julian keeps telling him to pull up. Top 5 says that Bundog owes him a favor. Bundog owes him a favor. If you don't know who Bundog is Top 5's homie, Drake's goon, just another person that is a henchman of Drake's. But he falls under Top 5 apparently. And he's saying that Bundog owes Top 5 a favor. And then he says verbatim that Bundog is going to unalive you because he owes Top 5 a favor. Now, all these clips that we're hearing right now on Instagram are from Julian's Instagram directly. And as you could see in the comments, everybody is putting rest in peace, Julian.
Yo, that's kind of funny. Like, where's UMG in this whole thing? Where is, you know what I'm saying? Does UMG know about this? I mean, yo, does Kendrick's people know about this? Like, it's kind of funny how he's over there, you know what I'm saying, booty her over a smile. But he over here ripping off people for 2 M's and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And he got these people talking like that. You know, I just don't understand it. Now, don't get me wrong. He don't got no control over what Top 5 says. But
to me, he's what is it, defamation-ish more than Kendrick. He's putting your name in this. Like,
he is. Yeah.
Like, as if
he always throws Drake's name in it.
I would go after him, not Kendrick.
Well, eventually what's going to happen is they're going to have a falling out because Top 5, you know, name drops him a little too much.
I'm just like, wow.
He's like that little kid that says, my uncle's this or my cousin's that. You know what I'm saying? They walk through the hood thinking they could do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Just because they know somebody that knows somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And what ends up happening here, bro, is this right here. I'm telling you, man, Drake, this going to bite you. This going to come back to hurt you. This whole thing going to come back to hurt you, man. Like, you really playing, like, stupid games, bro, and you are getting all of these dumb prizes, bro, because I ain't going to lie, man.
Gosh, for real.
You are really, like, yo, I don't get you, man. You get all upset.
I've never seen somebody be looking so foolish. Like,
he looking real foolish. He looking like he don't know how to move.
Man.
You could really tell, like, Drake really never really lived that life. Like, you could tell just by, you know what I'm saying, just by the way he just really don't know how to move.
Yep.
Like, he really don't know how to just
act your way out of this.
Yeah, you're not. It's just, you just looking like hella stupid right now. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, this little dude's gonna be like your main downfall.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This little Lucky Charm midget, I'm telling you, he gonna be a downfall, bro. I'm being serious.
He just making me mad.
Going back to the original post from Twitter, Certified Boogeyman was putting RIP Julian, and in the comments it's the same thing, RIP Julian in different posts. You could see right here it says Bundog is in Dubai. He's coming for you. This is literally what it says in one of the comments in Julian's post. And this all happened around 6 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. You can see here, this was on week 6. So we looked into it. I tried to tap in, try to see what was going on. Top 5 is talking about Bundog going to get Julian. So I looked at Bundog's page, right? I looked at Bundog's Instagram, and you can see a video of him in Dubai. You can see the screenshot right here. It says that he currently is in Dubai.
Yeah. I understand how I'm on the side of the fucking. Call the app. You
have the app. You have that.
Hood nigga problem. Still on my hood shit. Right.
What happened? Is he broken down or something?
I'm looking at the comments and saying this man said the car shouldn't need gas. Like, how's it gonna move? Man's rental came with no gas.
Oh damn, man. Yo, how? Yo, how? Yo, how you in a Rari, bro, and you ain't got no gas? How you out there in a luxury whip? How you out there, like, you know, see what I'm trying to say, bro? You see the way these goofies move? Like, they move like goofies, man.
Yeah, they do.
And then on top of it, you recording it.
I know.
Like, you saying you out there looking for the man, and it's coming off your page.
Like, what is up with you?
I don't have cash.
So now this is what I'm thinking, right? Bundog is in Dubai. Julian claimed to be in Dubai because in the video where he's arguing with Top 5, he says, come and pull up. He says, pull up, pull up. I'm in the Royal Atlantis, or the Atlantis Royal, which is a hotel in Dubai. Top 5 is telling Julian that Bundog owes me a favor, and now Bundog is in Dubai.
Yeah, Dad, come to Dubai. Bundog owes me a favor. Bundog owes me a favor. It's been over. He owes me a favor. I'm on the 25th floor. Bundog owes me a favor, my.
So as you can see, Julian is saying, I'm at the Royal and Atlantis, or it could also be known as the Atlantis Royal, and he's telling them to pull up. Well, if you look up the Atlantis Royal on Google, you can see it's in this location over there in Dubai, right? Dang. This is the Atlantis Royal that Julian is telling him to pull up at. This is where he drops his location when he's talking to Top 5, where Top 5 is saying that Bundog owes him a favor. If we go to the Instagram video, he shows his GPS location, and it says E44 Al Kale Road. So I looked up that address. Man. This is the Atlantis Royal where Julian is supposed to stay at.
Bro,
and this is E44 on the map. And as you can see here, it says E44 Al Kale Road. The same road that Bundog is on currently while he's in Dubai. And it just so happens that this road is not that far from the Atlantis Royal. Wow. It's right there, and it's all the way over here.
You guys are moving really stupid right now. Why would you post this? Why would you actually post this if you intended to, you know what I mean, do something? Mm-hmm. If you intended to go up it or do something, and then on top of it, the crazy thing is that you're doing it for that. For Top 5? You doing it for some clout for him? Dude look like he just came off a Lucky Charms box, and you doing it for that dude? Y'all is all soft, all marshmallows. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Y'all is all marshmallows, bro.
It's crazy, man.
Here, about
this is
a 15-minute drive to get to the Atlantis Royal. So now it's starting to make sense. Nobody could find Julian. Julian hasn't posted in a really long time. Top 5 is saying that Bundog owes him a favor. Bundog goes to Dubai.
Nobody can find him?
Now all of a sudden we don't hear from Julian, and Bundog so happens to be in the area at the hotel where Julian had stayed at.
You could.
But where's Julian? I'm not going to sit here and say if Julian is here with us or not. If I don't know where he is, it hasn't been confirmed. But where is he? Because this is starting to look strange. Now, Certified Boogeyman has done his own research, and there's currently a crypto wallet going around in the Dark Kenny Reddit with a lot more scathing information. If you want to check it out, you could check it out on Reddit. But Certified Boogeyman came to find out that Julian has a marked past. Julian has a sketchy history with cryptocurrency. And Certified Boogeyman was able to keep tabs on Julian and his digital account, his digital footprint. And he was able to confirm with us on live stream that Julian hasn't used his crypto wallet in about 100 days.
Wow.
And nobody's heard from Julian online for about 6 weeks. So this is when everybody starts spamming RIP Julian. And this is when people start questioning the whereabouts of Julian. Where is Julian? Is Julian okay? Is Julian with us? What is going on? Yeah. We have Bundog out here in Dubai, and people are saying that it's GG's for Julian because Bundog is in Dubai. People are spamming that in his comments, saying that he's coming for you because he's in Dubai now. And I thought, what are the odds that Bundog pulls up and is in the same location as Julian? Well, it turns out to get even more ridiculous because if you go to YouTube right now and if you type in Bundog, Bundog actually dropped a new music video over there in Dubai. Now, this music video is 2 a.m. in St. Regis. This is Bundog making a music video over there in Dubai currently. As you can see here, he's in the same car he's on in Instagram.
I paid a fucking $1 million for this car. Should not run out of gas.
Shouldn't it come with gas?
I don't get it, bro. Like, this car should not run out of gas.
This car
It shouldn't run out of gas because you paid $1 million for it? So you telling me you had enough money to pay $1 million for the car, but not fill up the tank? Y'all is just moving crazy, bro. Yes. None of y'all know what y'all is doing. All of y'all is messed up.
Wow.
All of you guys is messed up. Y'all is one big mess, man.
Yes.
I think Julian just probably in a hotel room somewhere. He just... he getting nice. You know what I'm saying? He might be laying low. I mean, come on. You can't be this oblivious and naive and just dumb. I mean, there are people that are, but I mean, like, nah, it just can't. It can't. You just can't. You can't be that dumb, bro.
It's just wild, man.
He said he paid $1 million. Julian paid $1 million for that. Seems like he was the one that was giving up the 2 M's. That's where one of the M's went.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now you know where one of your M's went.
You should not even need gas. I understand how I'm on the side.
So as you can see by the emblem and the outside of the car right here, it matches the description of the car that he has in this music video. The music video was shot in Dubai. We know that he's using the same car on Instagram that he's using in the music video, where he's seen around the same area where Julian is at. But not only that, remember where Julian stayed. He said he was at the Atlantis Royal. Look what Bundog says at the end of this song, because this song is 2 a.m. in St. Regis. That's the name of the song. St. Regis, I'm assuming, is a 5-star hotel, just like the Atlantis Royal where Julian had stayed at. And look what Bundog says right here at the end.
Got the killers in Dubai, in the Regis. I told you, we don't do no Hilton, no Marriott.
Oh, they little kids.
You know what I'm saying? We don't even do W's no more. No Holiday Inns. Come on, Regis, Four Seasons, Bulgaris, 5-star, nothing. We don't do 5-star. Atlantis Royals. Come on, fam.
Atlantis Royals. So he starts off by saying there's illers in Dubai, referring to themselves, and saying how they only stay at 5-star hotels, talking about the St. Regis and none other than the Atlantis Royal, the same hotel that Julian's staying at. So you mean to tell me that Bundog makes a music video in Dubai and is referencing the hotel that Julian stayed at in the end of the song, as well as sharing his location in the same area where Julian stayed at?
Got the killers in Dubai, in the Regis. We don't even do 5-star. We don't do 5-star. Atlantis Royals. Come on, fam. When you come to Dubai, if you don't stay at one of them hotels, you can't chat to us.
So after finding out this music video, after hearing what he said on here, and after finding out where Julian was staying at, Top 5 saying that Bundog owes him a favor, I'm not going to say that Julian isn't here with us, but Julian, where are you at, bro? Julian, if you're here, now's the best time to present yourself and to show yourself, because a lot of people are assuming the worst. I hope that all of this is just a misunderstanding, and Julian comes out and starts talking again, because nobody knows where Julian is at. Julian is nowhere to be found. But from what it looks like on the internet, bro, it is not looking good. Everybody is spamming RIP Julian. But to be fair, I hope that Julian is still here, is still around. I personally don't like what he says or what he does, but I don't wish unalive on no person. But if something did happen to Julian, all of this stuff right now that we saw is very incriminating. Looks very self-snitch-like, if you ask me. And remember, these are all people that hang out with Drake. These are all Drake's goons. These are all Drake's henchmen. And this is the reason why Wack 100, when he was talking about the hard drive, he was saying to stay away from Top 5. I think it's stuff like this is why Wack 100 was telling him to stay away from Top 5. But I also think it's stuff like this why Drake had reached out to Adam 22 and asked Wack 100 about the hard drive, talking about a hat. We all know what the hat means, replace the A for an I. But I'm starting to wonder, was Drake reaching out to Adam and concerned about that because of all this stuff going on right here? Let me remind you, there's still a crypto wallet out there that people are talking about in the Dark Kenny Reddit. If you think what I showed you was very incriminating, just wait until you see what's talked about on this forum right here. But shout out to Dark Kenny for posting this. I just can't share it because of all the personal information. But if you want to take a look, I recommend you do so. Because if you think the stuff that I showed you was incriminating, just wait until you see the rest of the stuff. But as far as Julian, man, Julian, if you're still around, bro, now's the best time to do an unhinged rant and let people know that you're still here. But as of right now, nobody knows where Julian's at. The clues online aren't looking good. If anything, they paint a different picture. But I guess we'll wait and see what happens. Like I said, this guy's in Dubai. I don't know how the obituaries or the reports work in Dubai. But if Julian is around, man, now's the best time for you, Julian. Now's the best time for you to start speaking, man, because it's starting to look spooky out here.
It does seem like something strange going on, but how do we know? Maybe Julian, looked at himself and decided to check into rehab, man.
Oh, that'd be good.
Hopefully that's what's going on, because he's obviously, going through some dark times. Maybe he found God and checked into a rehab. Don't get me wrong, a lot of this stuff looks suspicious, but y'all is the the worst gangsters ever. Like for real, y'all is the just the dumbest crew ever if y'all really did do something to this man.
Yep.
And something ends up happening to this man.
Oh my gosh. Telling every single one of your moves.
Yo, you basically laid down everything. You laid down everything. Nah, they did it purposely because the clout to them looking tough to them is such a big deal. So that, see that's a problem, bro.
You guys
I don't get why you gotta prove you so tough to the world.
Tough, like,
you know what I'm saying? If you tough, man. Somebody cross you, you do your thing. But you don't really have to prove that like that. Like, why are you so anxious to do that?
Yeah.
You got all this clout, you got all this money. So why do you keep trying? It just seems like you're trying to keep seeking validation.
Yeah.
Like it became like, you know, like an adrenaline rush to them to get this validation.
Stupid.
You know, they got these hollow chains on. They bragging about where they stay, where, you know what I'm saying? People that got money really, they don't talk like that. What are you talking about? And we don't stay at no Holiday Inn. You ain't never heard that? Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Come on, man. Holiday Inn's my spot. And I go there on special occasions. Otherwise, it's the motel. You know what I'm saying? We ain't staying at hotels. It's motel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sixes and that. Actually, the one we went to was like a Motel 1. Oh that was like the very first one.
Oh, shut
Remember how ghetto that was?
Yeah.
That was so ghetto. Yo, that motel was so ghetto, bro. It looked like, yo, we literally ended up bringing up our own sheets inside from the car. From the whip, we ended up bringing up our own sheets because we're like, yo, we're going to end up like, you know.
You're talking about the second one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not talking about the first one. I'm talking about that. Yeah, like I said, it's not a motel. Yeah.
The first one had some ghetto ass.
It was bad. It was the most horrible shit, man. There was still cigarette butts everywhere, and I'm like, damn. Like it just was bad, man. It was bad. We ended up spending the night in the car. Yeah, we couldn't take it no more, man. And go check out the Ville. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up, slap that red button.